Hey, what's up, you degenerate gamblers? This is Bill Burr, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride, baby.
Cox.
He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
Welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog.
Greetings, Sean.
Greetings.
A little tired this morning.
Really? What's tough day in the pitch there?
Just a full when you're grinding out in Vegas.
Oh.
And that grind goes a little bit past the alarm on your phone that you normally set to get to bed on time. I don't know about you, but I went to bed before you, and then I got up to the room and I started trolling around with my digital horses. Long story short, only a couple hours sleep. Then we get to the airport on Saturday morning, and what happens? We have a ridiculous delay that
fog in Burbank
cost us 2 to 3 hours of sleep.
Yes,
and then full grind on the youth sports pitch. I know I posted a picture to social, but as that Alabama Georgia game was finishing, I was still on the pitch watching a night game. So
wow,
yeah.
The chat.
Shout out to Citrus College.
The chat is lit. I see a bunch of Canadians in the chat.
What?
Oh, Canada, we love our beaver.
Shout out to Canada.
Sean, turn the board down a notch. It's on Vegas levels.
Yes. Forgot about that. But
what are the Canadians here for?
No, they're here to get down on some D-Gen action. Saw Japan saying he's drunk, mowing his lawn, getting ready for the show. We got our favorite New Zealand butcher making bacon. Let's go, gentlemen. Daylight savings change means I'm up at 4 a.m. to catch them live, make that money. Evan's going to hit today.
Did the clocks change last night?
Maybe in New Zealand.
Okay.
I don't know.
I was going to say, I'm really off of it.
Our clocks didn't change as far as I know. But yes,
I just had a moment. Did I time travel without knowing? Hell yeah.
Of course. Pregame show. We're going to, Ryan will give out his first half parlay, talk some late injury stuff. If that changes anything for you, Ryan, we'll give out a DFS lineup, and of course, taking your calls live on Discord chat as well. But if you want to get involved, just raise your hand. We'll get you in on Discord. Get to your questions, your predictions. I mean, this is a football. We got a full slate. Next week we have buys, Ryan. So this is last week of non-buys for a while here. So let's enjoy it. Let's have some fun.
Not only that, we should warn people. They go right from full slate to including buys and a European game.
Yeah.
So you get the 6:30. I mean, talk about being tired.
Kramer, to me, at least from when we tape the podcast, the big injury news, injury stuff, I would say surrounds the Raiders game, where when we picked the game, Raiders were a small favorite. Now Devontae Adams is out. Max Crosby is out. I'm assuming that's official, right? Max Crosby being out.
Doubtful.
Okay. Doubtful. Not looking good. Okay. And he is ruled out officially.
Why do we even use these tags?
I don't know.
It's like we got rid of probable, but we still use doubtful.
Yes.
And questionable is basically whatever the fuck we want it to be.
Shout out to foosball 333 flying home from Utah. Bought the Wi-Fi just to watch the show live. LFG. So I'm still gonna be on the Raiders. Like it even better, I guess, as a home dog. But obviously no Max. I love the matchup against Max Crosby versus the Raiders O-line. Like I don't think I'm actually gonna be betting anything on this game because who the fuck knows? But it doesn't change my pick. I think maybe like the UNLV Rebels, Ryan, they rally around some guys like Devontae Adams who may be opting out of football.
I don't recall who posted the graphic, but someone posted a graphic basically showing teams' offensive line or blocking structure and where the pressure comes from. And this looked like the most hilarious game for Max Crosby against this Browns offensive line. It was red on the edges. So good transition, Sean, because I did grab the the circa numbers
before
before we started, and as you mentioned, the Brown. Oh wait, I grabbed the wrong one. Hold on, let me upload the other one. While we're doing that, we will look at Survivor, Sean, because no, we're gonna look at it because if you got a Niners bet today,
yeah,
you're extra sweat. I mean, imagine the like the Jets and the Niners being
well, and the 49ers, yeah, sure, I guess, but will we keep the streak alive of the biggest dog on the board winning outright? First time since the 70s that's happened in the first 3 weeks. 49ers, there are a lot of injuries. That video of Brandon Ayuk throwing a tantrum because he wasn't wearing the right shorts.
which, by the way, he was wearing the right shorts underneath. He knew, like, this almost felt planned.
Yeah.
The more I look into it, maybe we'll get the bet detective on it. Almost like a sketch, like Kyle Shanahan wanted to do some improv comedy.
Yeah, whatever's going on there, and
did it in front of the cameras. I mean,
the Javon Hargrave not being there for the 49ers, and I think the 49ers might have trouble stopping the run. Patriots coming off long rest. I do like the Pats and the points, and yeah, I would. I mean, little sweaty, maybe. Certainly a bounce back game for the Niners. I get why they are a consensus play in Survivor, but
anyway, back to the original point. The Browns,
yes,
a massive consensus play.
Deshaun Watson on the road, but you get 2 points of CLV, Ryan.
People love their CLV in these contests, and I think in some regard, you probably are wise to just collect as many points as you can in this form. But as we've seen, shout out to Las Vegas Chris, OG, and a pretty hilarious follow on Twitter. That's a joke. It's not hilarious at all. He often points out that CLV for him is not an indicator of winning or losing. So personally, I wouldn't chase CLV to get on a Deshaun Watson situation.
No,
not someone you want to chase. I mean, maybe if you're a lawyer, you want to chase Deshaun Watson, but in any other regard,
Deshaun Watson.
Anything else stand out here?
Yeah, I mean, I guess nothing too surprising. Lions.
Well, Falcons is probably a CLV grab too.
Yeah, that one's interesting. Although
I know the Lions still. I know it popped to 3. It's back to there's 2.5s. There's 3s out there.
Yeah, that one actually surprised me. That they would be taking the Falcons there.
Well, I mean that's what I was on.
Yeah, but I'm on the Saints.
That's surprising then.
Steelers, we're always on the Steelers. That's not shocking.
Well, the sharps are catching up.
Cardinals, a very popular play against the Commanders, so you would imagine the sharps are on that one. Yeah,
basically all the things I like here.
Yeah,
a lot of the tail of the tape for me involved in the consensus.
Ryan, are you moving the circa million market personally?
I mean, what do you always say about trends that have been running hot? They're due to go cold.
Yes,
or the other way around. Anyway, your Eagles getting less work than the Bucks too, Sean. So
it's not surprising.
Nice contrarian.
Unfortunately for the Eagles, Lane Johnson, AJ Brown. It seemed like they were trending in the right direction. Both those guys out. So Eagles banged up.
Makes sense. I mean, it seems like a wise decision to. You guys got the bye next week.
Well, I mean, and Lane was practicing with his helmet on, which meant he was progressing through the concussion protocol, but he didn't clear the last leg. So
we're still at the point where Brock Purdy's the only guy to ever clear in a week. Yeah. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe there's one other guy.
Since the new tightening of the regulations, yeah, I think he's the only guy that's cleared in a week, and it was a short week. Hey, who the San Francisco medical staff? Very intriguing, right?
Probably the same people involved in the final review of that Virginia Tech Miami game.
Oh, that was funny. We were talking to Deshaun Watson. We were at the Circa Friday night, and again, if you ever find yourself Circa Friday night during football season, come say hi. Ran into a listener, Jacob, there. That was a fun hang, catching up with him. But yeah, like so, the Circa hosts these fans. Like opposing fans coming out to
is what they call
little like party at the bar, get a bunch of, and Derek goes, oh, we got a real problem. We can't get rid of these Browns fans. They keep barking at each other, and you could hear. So Circa has 2 levels, and all the level 2 is where the party was at, but you could hear throughout the whole Circa, which is loud. Usually having music going, you could hear guys barking at each other the entire time.
The best way I can describe it is like when you see another Eagles fan and you say "Go Birds."
Yeah,
just replace "Go Birds" with audible with a bark. Like it's usually it's like a 3 or 4 bark set, and then the other person barks back, and they move on. It's very strange. Like no English words are spoken.
No. Let's get to the questions. We got a bunch already queuing up. Dominato7 wants to know, hey bud, who do you think are the best tight ends to stream for week 4 in fantasy? Kramer, how say you? Who are you looking to stream fantasy wise?
So this is Elijah Higgins.
Oh, okay.
Cardinals. He was available. He's probably not available now, but I would have picked him up if I needed to play something like that. Colby Parkinson. Certainly I think his projections are low, sitting there in it's a 30-yard range.
If your league allows Taysom Hill and for some reason he's not picked up, I think that is a smash play.
Smash.
If you listen to the VSiN show, I gave out Taysom Hill 2 touchdowns, 23-1. I think that is alive and well. Cause with Kamara banged up a little bit, I think they're going to be hesitant to use him near the red zone. Taysom Hill is their red zone back. He's had multi-touchdown games against the Falcons. So if Taysom Hill is available, I think that is a great spot. Terrell saying, why is there only 19 likes? End the stream. We might have to do that. Toss us a like. Don't make us get desperate for some thumbs up. Come on. Bunch of people in the chat. We're answering all your questions. Giving out Kramer's live first half money line parlay.
Yeah, I almost think we need to clip the segment of VSiN.
Yes,
where Virginia Tech they overturned the Hail Mary, just to show the pure level of professionalism. I got a text from a friend of ours who just was really impressed that I continued with my Pat Freiermuth first touchdown take as the Illuminati was taking away a victory.
Yeah, Ryan's like, I gotta get to this Freiermuth first touchdown. I'm like, Ryan, you can react live. He's like, no, talk Freiermuth.
Yeah. Also, what do you say? What do you say when the terrorists come out of the sky and blow up a building?
The refs are terrorist t-shirts flying off the shelves for Ryan's game. Ryan, what do you think about this? Cooper Kelsey, 50 receiving yards, Stevenson 50 rush yards, and all anytime touchdown plus 37.59.
Cooper Kelsey, you mean Travis Kelsey?
Cooper / Kelsey.
Oh yeah, I'm in on Cooper, playing him in some weekly stuff. Kelsey, obviously, we've discussed why he's going to have a huge game. Mahomes and Reed both coming to his defense this week in the media. He's also smashed the Chargers, had huge yardage games, huge catch games, multiple touchdown. I mean, he had a 3 touchdown game, a 2 touchdown game, and a 1 touchdown game in the last 4. So yeah, love all of that. And check FanDuel early when we were doing the show on Friday, Sean. Kelsey's 2 touchdown had creeped up to 17-1. Yeah. And if you take Kelsey, you put him with Aaron Jones today, you can get about 185-1. If you add Colby Parkinson to that, it's a $100 wins you about a cool $900K. Yeah, I like that. I think in general, my take on the Raiders and Browns is I think I kind of like the pass catchers. I like Bowers.
Yeah,
I like
Cooper. Bowers certainly interesting. And Cooper in a dome.
I like. I mean, even though Myers has a tough matchup, like the dude just gets open.
Shout out to Chris Randall tossing us a super chat. Nice little tip. Not too big to take a tip here. Usual podcast listener, first time being able to attend the pregame stream. Good luck with all the bets today. This is great gambling mojo, Ryan. If you want to appease the gambling gods, sacrificing a small token of appreciation to the altar of degeneracy, I think is a great way to do it. We got some more, and I like that parlay as well. My only concern, and it's not really a concern, is that I think when you're pairing rush yards with touchdowns as the same guy, I feel like the same game parlay engine will see that as correlation and not give you will shave off a little bit more than it should.
Yeah, in general, anytime you have 2 things from the same guy. Yeah. And it's kind of crazy. Not all of these FanDuels is, but a lot of them are pretty dumb, and so you're probably getting robbed a bit. So yeah, I mean, basically, like if you parlay a guy's over reception with over yards, you're not getting as good of a price if you just parlayed his over receptions with someone else's over receiving yards, right? Yeah. I almost like I need to do a YouTube video on how to calculate. And honestly, it's not that hard. No, and honestly, if anything, you're better of doing the opposite of like,
if you do like the guy and you like a certain angle, you like the under catches but over receiving yards for the same guy. That's where you can really.
If they let you do that.
No, and I think they do, because I remember the guy had that Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah, not. I would imagine not all of them let you do that, but yeah, I mean certainly that and shout out to Sully. I don't know if he's watching, but he was a big counter correlation guy with baseball.
Yeah. There's some fun to be had. All right, GB in the chat wants to know: Taysom touchdown, Chase Brown touchdown, Justice Hill touchdown, Aaron Jones 2 touchdown, $4 to win 1,000.
He doesn't want to know anything. He's just telling us that's a sick ass bet.
You're right. He's just spreading the word. Yeah, I like all those. The only one I guess where I'm slightly different, and I do like Chase Brown, but I think Joe Burrow gets himself a rushing touchdown.
So Sean, I think we need to start releasing a weekly graphic. You know how the DFS guys have like their core pool of players?
Yeah.
Ours is going to be a pool of TDs. So we're going to show everyone our TDs in a pool. It's just going to be hot chicks with touchdown, like they're the players' heads on top. Because
let's see your TDs.
There's like Taysom Hill in my TD pool this week. Aaron Jones in my TD pool this week. Justice Hill, I love him to have a big game, so sure, I like that. Chase Brown's the only guy here I haven't explicitly thought about his TDs in my pool.
Yeah, no, I mean the only difference I guess I have is I have
It's really cracking me up. It's like a white trash,
yeah.
like inflatable pool.
I have whatchamacallit, I have Joe Burrow instead of Chase Brown there.
Oh, and Patty Melt's just one upping me. Put him on the glass. I mean, this is Sean, new segment for VSiN.
Maybe we can actually get the Oilers girl to
no new VSiN segment. We're just renaming the touchdown segment to put him on the glass.
Oh, great! I like that.
Think we can get a graphic made up.
Patty Meltz, who uses psychedelics to help his handicapping. I have a million mushroom infused parlays out there today. I am slightly less impressed with as I was yesterday placing them. Hey, well, you know, that's
here would be my advice to you. The problem when you're not laser focused, because you want the creativity part of your brain to like craft all these things.
Yes.
The problem is you need a moment with laser focus to review, because what you'll end up finding is you put the same 3 things in about 50 permutations, and you're going to get taken down by some dickhead like Justice Hill not getting over his rushing ladder total of 35 receiving yards. So yeah, I would say you got to limit the exposure to each prop. That's the biggest problem I make it personally when I'm doing that kind of stuff.
Ryan, we're going to take a couple callers. Yes. Discord lines open, ready to go. We got Sup Boy on the line. Sup Boy, what's happening, man? Thanks for calling in.
What's up? What's up? I'm back with the kickoff model.
Yes. I was like, I remember this guy was somewhat kickoff related. How did the plays work out last week?
So they went 3-2, and the 2 ones they lost were the Eagles, Saints, and Chicago Colts game. I don't even want to talk about how bad those games were as far as just getting scoring on the board. But
yeah. I mean, Nick Sirianni never wanting to take a field goal. You can't factor that into your model.
It's just whatever. I don't even understand. It's a 0-0 game. Just get some points on the board. And then you got all these new quarterbacks throwing picks at the 3-yard line everywhere. I don't understand it. It's bad football around. But that's all right, because kickoff model's back. So we're gonna keep trucking through this. And,
let's go. What do you got for this week?
Yeah, so the Giants and Cowboys already played Thursday, but that hit, so the model went to 4-2 now, so that's good. Got over 3.5 there. And it's all on DraftKings. I think that's the only place I could really find it. But Cincy, Carolina over 3.5 returns. Washington, Arizona over 3.5 returns. New Orleans, Atlanta over 2.5. That's probably the best play according to the model. They have it at 4.5 returns. And then 49ers, Patriots under 2.5. Yeah, I think the unders are better bets, but right now the lines are also low for some of these. So that's what we got. So just reading it off again: Cincy game over returns, Washington game over returns, New Orleans game over returns, and then 49ers game under.
I like this, Ryan, because it is a fun sweat, right? Because you're like. Or just the idea of you're rooting for field goals, you're rooting for scores, but then you also got to root for them actually to return it.
I mean, it reminds me of like one of our favorite early props in the Super Bowl was the over under on the initial starting point of the first drive, because it's just like like every kickoff has a little juice. Yeah. So and the kickoff model, I also just like how we have you could call it the KO model.
Oh yes, that's right there.
It's very catchy. Yeah.
All right, sup boy. Thanks for calling in, and good luck with your KO model.
Yeah. Thank you. See you guys later.
Let it ride. I love it. We got the guy comes up with a kickoff model. He feels like he has to share it with the world, and he's on our Discord, right?
Yeah, we might have to. I'm gonna have to reach out to him and apply some special roles in Discord. Give him the little DGen University.
Yeah, give
cap.
him a model.
He's like a professor.
Joining us on the line, easy. Your Lions laying 3.5 points at home against Seattle. How you feeling going into this game?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good one for us. I'm excited for the game. Let's
go. Now, what do you got cooking up? You like a good 2 touchdown parlay, or you got one of those to give out, or what are you getting down on today?
Yeah, I do have a 2 touchdown parlay. Hadn't hit one yet this year. So definitely trying to actually hit the full parlay. I did get a couple legs on it last week, so hopefully that's kind of changing the tides on it some. So yeah.
Knock on wood. Let's go.
Yeah. So 3-leg, 2 touchdown parlay. The odds are 1,124 to 1.
Oh my God. All right. I like it. What are we doing?
We got Dallas Goedert, Najee Harris, and Justin Jefferson.
Okay.
So
Dallas
everything
makes sense in my mind.
Najee Harris, Justin Jefferson.
I feel like you're competing with my Aaron Jones, but we can coexist hopefully.
Well, with this Packers defense, there's no reason to think they both can't get one realistically.
Oh boy, Dick Puncher's going to be pissed off that you said that.
So Dallas Goedert, yeah, Najee Harris, love him running the ball. I do have Calvin Austin 2 touchdowns, but I can see the Steelers getting 4 touchdowns. I like Easy's approach. He goes with some chalkier guys overall, but like in good spots, and then you bump them up to 2 touchdowns. You get them, you parlay them. Do you round robin these 3, Easy?
I run them as straights.
Okay. You run, so you play them as straights.
I have all of them as straights, and then I put the parlay in too as just kind of like an extra. Fuck it.
Yeah, that's what I'll do too. But if I'm taking a unit, it'll be like 30%, 30%, 10%.
All right, Easy. Good luck out there. Good luck with the 2 touchdown parlay, and good luck to your Lions. Kramer and I will be rooting for you guys. Let it ride.
I got a lot of touchdown. I got a lot of TD exposure this week, Sean.
And we got a confirmation, Ryan. Sully is listening to the show live. Couldn't miss the pregame show live. Shout out to Sully, legend in his own right. And shout out to Ben in the chat. By the way, Ryan and Sean, I will be at the Arizona State Kansas game. See y'all at Venezia's.
You cut him off before he could give us a sweet plug in Eric. Come on, Sean.
Venezia's. Right. You give the Italian pronunciation of Venezia.
No, you got it. You nailed it.
Venezia.
You even got the hand inflection right.
So yes, if you guys find yourself in Tempe, of course, check out Venezia's and come say hi. Tailgating that game. Arizona State at home against Kansas. Gonna be awesome.
I hear there's a casino in the plans, Sean.
Oh yeah.
Did you? Apparently, like Colby made
Talking Stick Casino after the game.
Talking Stick.
Yes. And
what is a talking stick?
It's an ancient Native American thing that also has the NFL slot machine. Ryan, I don't understand how these things work.
I when I heard it, or even when I read it, I assumed it was walking stick.
No, talking stick. It's yeah, I'm sure it's you do some ayahuasca.
The stick starts talking.
Yeah, the stick starts talking to you.
Well, we like the stick.
Yeah, get the stick.
We're gonna have to have a special talking stick ladder
in honor of the talking stick.
In honor of the talking stick.
Joining us on the line via our Discord, and again, hop in, get the live calls. MW Waffle or M Waffle. Did I get that right? M Waffle.
You got it right.
Awesome.
Waffle is for on the internet. You're unable to do auctions and raffles. So Waffle came from that. So I could let everybody know that I was an idiot and wanted to spend shit tons of money. So
Nice.
Sounds like
it's a nice origin story.
hashtag Degens only. M Waffle, what do you got cooking up for us today?
So I would like to consider myself an analyst of sorts, similar to the stock market.
Okay.
I'm a live bet machine, mainly a money printer for DraftKings, and I still don't understand why T. Lentz got in the VIP and I'm not in VIP because I'm clearly a prime candidate for DraftKings VIP.
We'll let them know.
I appreciate that. But anyway, what I've got for you guys are a few responsible plays. I like to play my responsible plays prior to the game. That way, as I'm watching the shit live on Red Zone, I can properly lose my money and then recoup it via the smart plays.
This guy has a similar strategy as I do, right? I get in all my, when I get to the circa, I get all my Sunday NFL action, paper tickets, put them away, nice -110. And then game day happens. I'm like, oh, I got to get a little taste of that.
Sean goes, I got to remember, I'm just not as good at live betting.
I am bad at it. Like, straight up betting, pre-game,
Well, we're at the circa and you're sneaking off to go bet fucking baseball.
I did hit a couple. I did.
On you.
Well, they got the kiosk right there, and it's the part of it is the game, right? Like, obviously, I could get the app and do it, but
it's not the same.
There's a certain rush to running over the kiosk, feeding in the $100 bill, and then hammering the live bet before the game comes back.
It's like a sport. I mean, honestly.
You get like a 45-second window. It is just getting the bet in feels like I won.
Touch grass, kids.
Sorry, Waffle. Yeah, your wife loves it.
She knows. We'll be intently watching the game, and then my phone comes up to my face, and she's like, "What are you doing?"
What are you doing?
Nothing. I'm checking my lines. Meanwhile, smash, live touchdown props. But anyway, what I've got for you guys. This is a plus 300 two-picker here. Evan McPherson, because I don't know why this line for the Bengals-Panthers game seems dumb. I know Joe Burrow is really struggling right now. It seems like he's trying to find his identity as a quarterback now, and it's tied to T. Higgins for some weird reason. But I've got McPherson under 7.5 points, and I have in the Falcons to parlay that up to the longest field goal made to be over 48.5 yards.
Yes.
Because who knows what the Falcons and Saints are going to get into. We saw the Saints have a complete meltdown off of their thrashing of the Cowboys. And then we have the Falcons coming out of nowhere like a fucking falcon. And I just don't know what's going to happen. Drake London may drop some balls. And if that's the case, they're going to send the kick. And that's plus 300. Just those two things.
I like the responsible play as a kicker.
Yeah, his responsible action is a 2-leg. Well, and also there's something fun about 2 legs kicker parlay. There's something fun there as well. All right, I love that, Waffle. You got anything else you want to toss out?
I've got another 2-picker. This is plus 207. So,
okay.
Obviously I've got a pretty good amount of money on these two things, guys, because these are pretty responsible, and I really need them to happen. But we've got TJ Watt over 0.25 sack as a casual minus 200 because it's the Colts and AR back there. I feel like he's on a seesaw of like how to be responsible and how to be a great quarterback, and he's still finding the line. TJ Watt knows how to be a motherfucking monster, so he's going to get him.
I agree.
And AR might think he's faster than TJ, and what seems to happen to a lot of people who are new to the league is they do not know how fast TJ Watt is. He's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, now that's minus 200. Now over here, or the individual one is minus 200, but the second part of this 2-picker is Sauce Gardner, tackles plus assists, over 3.5. Have we seen this guy? Over 3.5, just tackles plus assists.
Yeah.
And that's plus 105 by itself. So those two things combined together, 207, baby.
Let's go.
Yes, sir. Very responsible too, if I might add.
Waffle, yeah. This is the first time you called in, right?
Actually, I called in about 1.5 years ago, 2 years ago, when I first heard you guys. I listen to you guys a lot while I drive.
Well, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate
please
the call.
call again, Waffles.
Yeah, call again. Love the energy. Love the responsible plays.
Personally, I do love waffles as well.
I also love waffles.
Little cinnamon and vanilla in there.
Syrup.
Yeah, I prefer syrup. Great Chris Rock. Great Chris Rock bet. And maybe that's the segment for Waffle. What message on responsible gaming? And it's just his kicker parlays.
The responsible parlay of the week. It's better. I mean, these mainstream pregame shows, their responsible parlays of the week are just horrible. Imagine having those desks collaborate on a same game parlay.
Shout out to the audience. You guys are awesome. And I see we have a couple more calls, including Dick Puncher, Ryan. I'll save Dick Puncher for the end. I feel like he's a good one to close out. Do we want to get a DFS lineup out there?
Yeah,
maybe your underdog entry. What are we doing?
Well, I mean, let's build a DFS lineup.
Okay. Handcrafted DFS lineup.
Handcrafted.
All right. What do we got here?
All right. What are you feeling? I built a number of lineups this morning. I would say that based on my analysis, I would imagine a lot of people will be playing Jaden Daniels, Kyler Murray, probably Joe Burrow. But other than that, I'm not sure.
This is kind of an interesting. This is pretty interesting in general. I mean, I
have an angle I like.
Okay, what's your angle?
Justin Fields.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind that.
He's 5,500, so we're saving money.
How much is Hurts? Just because
Hurts is top of the board.
Okay, because
we could go that way too, but we're bringing it back with Evans.
Okay, yeah, I don't like the Evans matchup. So yeah, let's do Justin Fields because we also have.
All right, so my thought on him is you either stack him with the defense or you stack him with Najee Harris. I like the defense though.
Yeah, I like zagging here
right.
with the with
naked Justin Fields in the defense.
Yeah.
All right,
let's go.
Who do you like running back wise? It's another pool where like Kyron is. I mean, Kyron didn't come off the field last week. Jordan Mason's still sitting here with easy to project points. I mean, Aaron Jones would be my vibes play.
Oh yeah, we got to put Aaron Jones in there. We've been talking him up all week. The revenge game. Ryan, you tweeted out the photo of him in the sombrero.
he's wearing a purple sombrero. The other kind of, if we wanted to get cute and save some money, this could be a Carson Steele game.
Oh, let's take a look at Steele's price.
5,500. So we're saving money.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Is it too cute?
Well, I was thinking, what's Kyron Williams? He's 7,300.
I'm down to play Kyron.
Saquon Barkley's 8. Yeah,
either one of those. Kyron's a smash spot.
I do like.
He just went off though.
Yeah, but I like their ability to run. I mean, Jonathan Taylor put up 100 yards, 2 touchdowns against the Bears.
We'll come back to it if we need to.
Okay.
We spent a lot on running back now, so we might not have the juice in receiver land, but it's a weird week.
Yeah,
I mentioned I like Cooper.
Look at all the expensive guys that are out.
Yeah, it's like, do you really want to play? And we already have Aaron Jones, so we're not playing Jefferson. Chase, okay, you could talk me into that, but I'd almost rather just save the money and play Higgins. Marvin Harrison's a smash spot, but we could play Michael Wilson or Greg Dortch for 42 or 4,300.
I like playing the cheaper guys there.
You want to throw Michael Wilson in there?
Yeah,
or Dortch.
I don't know. I feel like
Wilson has more touchdown ability in my opinion.
Okay, yeah, let's play upside.
Do we want to play a second? Do we want to stack that game and play a commander?
I do like Zach Ertz this week and Zach Ertz did help me win $200,000, Ryan. So shout out to Zach.
That's
Ertz.
a very cheap stack into one of the higher totals on the board. So it's some would say that's sharp. My favorite thing when you listen to other DFS experts is when they refer to their own. So last week I listened to a show. I won't plug it because it's ridiculous. The guy touted having sharp action last week, but he lost all the money. Sharp plays, but didn't get the outcomes. Okay. They weren't sharp then.
No.
All right. So who else do you like at the receiver position, Sean? Nico Collins popped up on the injury report. Do we just play a volume Diggs situation?
Okay. What's his price?
6,600. We keep scrolling down. I know you're not a big Drake London guy, but no, there's some opportunity there today. We could stack the Minnesota game with a Jaden Reed, or even further down the board, Romeo.
What about? I mean, what
Raheed
about
Shaheed with Olave being banged up?
what about Mingo, Ryan? We talked about Mingo giving him a ladder.
Yep.
What about like Mingo with Jamar Chase or Mingo T Higgins?
No, I like that. Let's go. Well, if we're going Mingo, we should go Chase.
Okay.
Because we still have 8,300 left for our last spot.
Oh, perfect. What's Justin Jefferson? Oh, he's 87.
Well, we already have a Viking, so.
Oh, you're right. We have Aaron Jones. So,
but the angle would be we just play Rashee Rice. He just keeps having these smash games.
I like Rashi, but then we have some salary we could use.
Yeah. So Mingo, we went real low. We went Ertz and Wilson. Maybe we upgrade to Marvin Harrison Jr. Maybe we don't need to downgrade there.
What is Marvin Harrison Jr.?
He's 7,500.
So then we'd have to get, what would we?
We have $5,000 for the last spot.
Oh, instead of Rashee Rice.
Yeah.
Oh wait, sorry. So what did you do? You put Marvin Harrison instead of.
I upgraded from Michael Wilson to Marvin Harrison.
Okay.
And so now maybe we do drop to T Higgins, and see if we can fit Rashee Rice in. Nope, 6,800 though would allow us to play. Let's see. Godwin, Moore, Diggs. We're back to sitting on Diggs if we want to play that angle, or Cooper. We still have salary though. So maybe we don't get cute. We put Chase back in.
Yeah. Chase is pretty
5,000 for a flex.
I feel like we mix it up and play either a running back or tight end here. Jahan Dotson, Ryan.
Is he actually going to get work? Because Naylor. I mean, oh, actually, no. We already have a Viking.
Alec Pierce, nah, not against Pittsburgh. Oh, Algier.
Gabe Davis against the Texans.
Quentin Johnson. What about him, Ryan?
I hate that game for playing, but just the pace wise.
Okay.
And I think there's a chance that we lose Herbert again.
Lad McConkey.
I don't want any Chargers.
Tutu Atwell.
He just had his big game.
Yeah.
But I don't hate that.
I kind of like Tutu. I also like Whittington, but we already kind of have Mingo as our super cheap guy.
Oh man. Cordero Patterson. Yeah, I don't. If I was making this lineup myself, I would just smash. Honestly, I would probably little Alec Pierce bring back on Fields. Probably not a good play. Yeah, I don't know what I like down here. I'd probably go Gabe Davis. Honestly,
Gabe Davis.
Yeah.
All right.
Kind of a weird. He's had big games. He's a deeper threat. He's getting a ton of targets for this team.
Yeah. I mean, he's the ultimate boom bust guy. Perfect for this lineup.
Just kind of someone who's not going to get played a ton.
All right. Yeah. So Steelers defense, Gabe Davis, Zach Ertz, Jamar Chase, Jonathan Mingo, Marvin Harrison Jr., Kyron Williams, Aaron Jones, Justin Fields.
Oh man. If Mingo hits.
Oh, look out.
All right. What else you want to talk about, Sean?
What else do we got?
You want to make an underdog lineup?
Yeah, let's do that. We'll do underdog lineup. I see Tristan and Dick Puncher there to close it out. Calls wise, that feels like a great place to be at. Ryan, I got one right out of the gate, and it's from the VSiN show. But Hayden Hurst to get a touchdown. Underdog Fantasy, of course, promo code SGPN, or do we use Hayden Hurst receptions, receiving yards? I just like him to be involved because of how bad the Chiefs are with the tight end.
Receptions. What's the number?
2.
Yeah.
All right. So higher Hayden Hurst receptions. What else you got? You want to get down and audience, feel free to chime in.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna pluck this from the prop show, but give me Justice Hill in the receiving number.
Okay. You like Hill?
It's a good matchup. I think it's yeah. I just think in the Sunday night game, I think you're gonna see
so Justice Hill higher 15.5 receiving yards. Do we go Taysom Hill as well?
Taysom Hill would be a touchdown play, right?
Oh yeah. We put it into Taysom Hill touchdown. He also has rushing yards at 17.5.
A touchdown's better, right?
Yeah, I agree. What else you putting in, Ryan?
I mean, I like the. We were talking a lot of Colby Parkinson and what that can like the if you want like a yardage or like a higher lower on a yardage projection, it's probably Colby Parkinson's a fun play.
Ramondre rushing yards. Can I talk you into that one?
I mean, I know you like it. My concern there is I'm looking at deadlines on boosts right now. Oh my goodness, I have so many boosts right now. Yeah, my concern there is just if the game flow fails them.
All right, one more. So we got Justice Hill receiving.
Do we have an Aaron Jones one yet?
No.
It's Aaron Jones day.
It is. What do we go?
How is his single TD spicy higher?
Yeah. And I would definitely play that because you can play just his rushing touchdown, but the price difference isn't that much better.
All right. So repeat it for the people.
Okay. So Hayden Hurst higher 2 receptions, Justice Hill higher 15.5 receiving yards. I'm throwing in my gimme pick of Patrick Mahomes higher total yards a half.
Okay.
And then Aaron Jones higher rushing and receiving touchdowns. You can play that up to $50. So 11x for me because I'm using my gimme play, Ryan, which I would recommend using. Use all these gimmies and boosts. They are pretty good with them. UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code SGPN. All right. We got a couple more calls here. Of course, we're going to close things out with Dick Puncher. But before we do, I saw Tristan Rainey on the line waiting to get his call in. What's happening, Tristan? You're live on the Sports Gambling Podcast.
What's up, guys? A long time listener.
Well, thanks for calling in, Tristan. Where are you calling in from?
Lynchburg, Virginia.
Oh,
nice. Shout out to Lynchburg.
Shout out to I once watched Dave Chappelle tell a very funny Lynchburg joke when he came to Blacksburg circa 2003. It's a very excellent. I've never heard him tell it again, but you could probably figure out the path of the joke. Shout out to the maybe you're a Hokies fan and you got shot in the heart by those evil fucking Illuminati refs. The same ones that had that horrible Duke game, Sean. I don't know if you saw the people surfacing that information.
Yeah.
But that crew that was suspended for 2 games, probably like what 8-9 years ago after that Duke Miami like lateral horrible ending to the game, they were suspended for that tremendous performance, and they came back. Undertaker meme.
So Tristan, what do you got for us? You got a play you like? You want to toss out?
So I put in 3 entries into the big DraftKings Survivor contest.
Nice.
I lost on Bengals week 1, then I lost on Bengals last week, and I'm wondering, am I an idiot to go with Bengals this week on my last ticket?
It's a great question.
This is really funny.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I don't. Oh man, because I could see. In some ways, it's like just go down with the ship. I mean, Ryan.
Yeah.
Now you saw the. I wasn't paying attention to it because the Bengals as a survivor thing just like memory hold. But how many people are on the Bengals in Circuit Survivor? Because them knocking out a large portion for a 4th time would be fucking hilarious.
Third.
They're the third. Almost 10%. Wow.
Bold, Cotton.
Yeah, I guess I would go. Do you have 49ers available?
Yeah, so those are the 2 that I've thought, but then 49ers majority, it seems like what people are picking. But
yeah, you know what? I would say fuck it, go Bengals. Kramer, what are you telling?
I mean, I like avoiding the most popular pick. So the Bengals, I guess they weren't the most popular pick last week either. It's kind of loaded. Yeah, just
well, that's a loaded question.
There's no way they could screw teams.
No, and I like to your point, Ryan. The only way you're going to get this is by going a little contrarian. And so here, if you lose with the Bengals, it's a hilarious story. And you can also tell yourself, well, like, hey, if I picked 49ers, I was going with the group. I wasn't going to win anyway.
Yeah.
So I like
luck.
the logic.
Good luck.
All right,
good luck out there,
you guys.
Thank you, Tristan.
I mean, I'm jealous of having any survivor pool.
Yeah, that really hadn't occurred to me that that the Bengals have a chance to do something very funny here and start 0-4. Oh man. We got some more props chat in here. We got Moonoff from the Propcast. Make sure you check that out. Tons of great props from Moonoff.
Yeah, and I was gonna say they go live an hour before us and just vomit props for a full 60 minutes.
Yep. Here's some he likes: Deontay Johnson higher receiving yards. These are underdog, as you can tell. Najee Harris higher rushing yards. Aaron Jones higher receiving yards. Murray higher 1.5 passing touchdowns, and he does like the Swift lower rushing yards. It does seem like Swift is kind of in the doghouse there.
I mean, they're saying Roshan's going to get a nice volume. So
yes. All right. You know what I saw? And Dick Puncher, I pulled you up. Just give it one more second because I saw T Lentz checking in,
responding
AKA,
to the slander.
Tyler, how did Tyler get in the DraftKings VIP and I'm not?
God damn.
Tyler,
I heard some shade being thrown. So you don't think I deserve to be a VIP?
You want to see my volume? I earned that. I earned that those DraftKings crowns or whatever they are. What's happening, Tyler?
I pay good money for those things. I just wanted to chime in here. I built a nice little 6-leg SGP for the Bucks game.
Oh, okay.
I've been loving watching the Bucks this year. The Bucks Eagles game.
Yes.
Sorry, Sean. I got I don't have any side in that game, but I've got 6-leg props. I've got Baker Mayfield over 9.5 rush yards. Saquon Barkley over 76.5 rush yards. Chris Godwin over 5.5 receptions. Bucky Irving over 37.5 rush yards. Saquon Barkley to score a touchdown, and Chris Godwin to score a touchdown, and that pays 37-1.
That's another story. Is the Rachaad White?
Yeah, we didn't talk about Rachaad White. Almost didn't play because of an illness. It does seem like Bucky Irving was going to be getting more work. Period. Of those, I like the Saquon higher and touchdowns. No, I mean the only thing.
What could go wrong?
Yeah,
Chris Godwin has hit over 5.5 receptions every game this year and a touchdown every game this year, and Baker Mayfield over 9.5 rush yards has happened 2 out of the 3 games.
Yeah, honestly the guy that I'm most worried about is Godwin. I actually think we're going to be okay. Not amazing, but okay against Mike Evans today. I am worried about Chris Godwin and Bucky Irving. The volume should be there for them, especially if Rachaad White's on a pitch count with the illness. So good to hear from you, Tyler.
All these defenses have been locking up Mike Evans, and it's Godwin's year, which is good for my fantasy team. So
good to hear from you, Tyler, and best of luck, except with your positive Bucks plays. Good luck with everything else. Let it ride. Okay, Ryan, closing out the show. And again, make sure you smash that subscribe button. Toss us a thumbs up on YouTube if you haven't already. Time to close things out with the Dick Puncher himself. Joining us on the line, Mr. Puncher. What's happening?
Yeah. How's it going?
Doing good. You got a big game for your Packers against the Vikings. How you feel about that?
I like our half got this defense flying, right? We're number 1 in the league takeaways, number 1 in the league in interception. We're doing very well on thank God we got finally sent him off the Hamas tunnel swiftly eliminated. And we're flying.
Dick Puncher might be in one of those Hamas tunnels.
Yeah, Dick Puncher, you're breaking up a little bit.
It's a little clippy there.
I don't know if it's his internet. Give him a second there, Ryan. Maybe
it's our internet.
Andy in the chat saying Dick Puncher uses dial-up internet.
Oh,
I don't
know. Oh boy. He is in New Jersey. We can't confirm.
Dick Puncher, can you hear us?
Is it better right now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this sounds a little better.
All right.
So you like your Packers? Feel pretty good.
Yeah, I like the fact. Got right now though. What now? Even parlay at most college. I had Ohio.
Yeah, you're
Sorry,
chopping
Dick.
up again.
I'm gonna move you to the audience. Give you like 1 or 2 minutes to try and call back in. Dick Puncher sounding like he got kidnapped. Ben with a good. I think his mic thinks his voice is background noise when he yells LMAO. Eddie Better again, all-time chat nickname. Let's punch some dicks. Kramer, while we're waiting for Dick Puncher to maybe correct his connection, what do we got for the first half parlay?
All right. Been close the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Also close with the tail of the tape on the VSiN show. Feels like a good year even without hitting these parlays yet. First half parlay. I'll throw it in the chat too, Sean, so you can put it on the screen. Atlanta -1. I'm on the Atlanta side, like many in the circa million. I'm also on the Vikings +1.5. They get a fast start. We see that Aaron Jones touchdown in the first half, Sean. Pittsburgh money line in the first half. I've yet to, these people that are saying AR-15 is going to have a good game or has the potential to have a good game in this matchup. What are you watching? Bucks pick 'em. Eagles get off to a slow start with the missing pieces, and Bengals -3.
Bengals -3.
So Falcons -1, Vikings +1.5. Pittsburgh money line. I got scared to lay the first half number there, -0.5 with the Steelers, so I went money line. Bucks pick 'em and Bengals -3. 22-1.
22-1. That is a hell of a first half parlay.
Gotta hit one. I think Decker's going to be in the house maybe.
Oh, okay.
He's always good luck for the first half parlay.
All right, we're trying Dick Puncher one more time. Knock on wood. We got a good connection. Puncher, are you there?
It's okay.
Hello, Dick Puncher.
Dick, are you there?
Richard?
Sorry,
well,
Dick.
I got erect for nothing.
Doesn't seem like it's happening this week. That
I was
is
going to
not,
try to hurt his hand.
That is not a sign for the Minnesota Vikings. Dick Puncher, I'm sure we'll call into the post game show.
Yeah.
And feel free to put your plays in the chat to make sure we get
Mike
the
Evans
plays out
anytime
there.
touchdown.
Mike Evans anytime touchdown. No, that means it's not hitting, Ryan, because he didn't officially get it out there. So.
Well, it didn't hit last week either.
No, and I think we're okay. Knock on wood against Mike Evans. All right, we got to go watch some football. Thank you as always to everyone for tuning in. We'll see you after the Sunday night game, of course.
Thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean. Stacking the money green. He's Ryan.
Happy Aaron Jones Day.
Kramer. Let it ride.